Namaste. It's Natalie Williams. Welcome back or to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to do yoga for overall flexibility. We're going to start from the base of our feet and work up all the way to the crown of our head. So go ahead and grab a mat and let's get started. Go ahead and bring your hands to your heart and just notice your breath. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Now notice there are 4 parts to your breath. The inhale, the pause at the top, the exhale, the pause at the bottom. So your inhale in this flow is going to help you with your poses and help you align better. And the exhales are going to help you sink into the stretch. Let's go ahead and walk towards the front of your mat. Feet about hip width apart, shoulders back, navel in and up, hands to your heart, and take the deepest inhale that you can comfortably. Exhale, relax. Inhale, bring the arms up over the head, slight back bend all the way. Then keep your hands together all the way down, bending from your hips until your hamstrings can't take the stretch. Then bend your knees and relax your head into a forward fold. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, sink into the forward fold just a little bit more. Then we're going to go and bring your hands onto your shins, or you can bring it up higher as long as you maintain that nice flat back here. Then take a deep inhale and exhale back to a deeper forward fold. Relax your neck. Then bend your knees, grip the mat, walk your feet back to a plank, shoulders back, navel in and up. So we're going to do a modified chaturanga, dropping your knees, elbows back, gently come down, untuck the toes. Then from here, we're going to press into the top portion of our feet, lift up into baby cobra, shoulders back, navel in and up. Then coming back down, shift your hands a little bit further back, more towards your rib cage. Elbows squeeze in, push up, and find your child's pose. Hanging out here, take a deep inhale. Exhale, sink in a little bit more. Then walk your fingertips away from you. Tuck the toes underneath you. Lift your hips up to a downward facing dog. Relax your neck, your jaw, and everything else you're holding on to that doesn't serve you a purpose. Take a deep inhale, straighten your back, tilt your pelvis down, and then drop your heels as you exhale. Shift your gaze up to your hands, walk your feet there to a forward fold. Bend your knees again as much as you need or like. Then bend your knees, round up, head being the last thing. Sweep the arms up over the head and back. Then bring your hands to your heart. So we're going to do this a couple more times, maybe a little bit different for each pose, deepening it if you can. Take a deep inhale, reach the arms up over the head. Exhale. You can come on down to a forward fold, however you like. Relax and give into it. Bend your knees if you need to. Give your head a little shake. No, 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 and yes, yes, yes. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, sink into the forward fold a little bit more if able. Then hands come on the shins or onto your thighs, as long as that back is there, nice and flat. If you're hyperextending the knees, shift the weight towards your toes. Then down to a forward fold. Staying here, take a deep inhale. Exhale a little bit more into the forward fold. Then bend your knees, walk it back into a plank. Shoulders back, navel in and up. So you can do the modified version, which we did last time, or you can keep the knees up and come down to your chaturanga. From here, coming down, placing your belly onto the ground, untucking the toes, elbows go back. You can keep it here like last time, baby cobra. Or you can shift your hands a little bit further back, elbows in, pull up into upward facing dog for a deeper stretch in the lower spine and your stomach and chest. From here, shoulders are pulled back. Watch out so your thighs are not hitting the ground. You're lifted up. Squeeze the navel in and up, squeeze your quads, deep inhale and exhale here. Then gently drop the knees and sit it back into a child's pose again. Feel free to walk your fingertips away from you, or you can stack your hands down for your child's pose. Take a moment to take a deep inhale and exhale here. Then walk your fingertips away. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Staying here, take a deep inhale. Exhale, drop your heels a little bit further down if able. Then shift your gaze up to your hands, walk the feet there to a forward fold. And bend your knees and gently come on up however you like. Swoop the arms up over the head, lean back, hands to your heart to close this movement. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale. And just notice your body right now from the very beginning before doing these 2 salutations. Now you know the movements a little bit more. So instead of going through the motions, actually feel your body and intentionally move. So let's get started. First, let's grip the ground to activate the arch in our feet. Take a deep inhale, reach up and back to a nice slight back bend. Then hands keeping in prayer all the way down, very intentionally move to that forward fold. Noticing what is stretching, what's being controlled, and hanging out in this forward fold. Checking into your breath now, take a deep inhale, and exhale, see if you can dive in a little deeper to this forward fold. Coming up, hands on the shins, or on your thighs, into a flat back half rise. Then go ahead and come back down to the forward fold, and take a moment just to sink into it. Deep inhale and exhale. Then bend your knees, walk it back to a plank, a really strong plank here. Modifications welcome, shoulders back, hips are not down, hips are not up. It's a nice flat line here. Squeeze your core. Make sure you're using your fingertips so that your wrists aren't getting all of that pressure. And drop the knees if you'd like or not, but very important, elbows hug into the rib cage as you come down to chaturanga. You can go down to baby cobra, or you can shift up straight into upward facing dog. Watch out for those shoulders. Shoulders back. It may look like my thighs are touching the ground, but they're not. Keep them up. Shoulders up and back. Deep inhale and exhale here. Then drop the knees, send the hips over the calves into your child's pose. Take a deep inhale and exhale and just give in and surrender to gravity. Then walk your fingertips away, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up to your downward facing dog, and shift your gaze up to your hands to a forward fold. Come on up however you like, swooping the arms back, or like you were before, up and back, and bring your hands to your heart to close that salutation. Take a deep inhale, stay where you are, and exhale, release. Then we're gonna work from the base all the way up to our crown of the head. So go ahead and start to roll around. I'm mirroring you, your right ankle. Wiggle the toes, stretch them out. Then your left ankle, roll it around and switch it out. Next, coming to the front of your mat, walking it forward. Bend your knees, keep the right leg front, step the left leg back here into a high lunge. From here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna bend that back left leg and drop the left heel down to get more of an Achilles stretch. Then straighten the left leg. Then gently bend the left leg and straighten the left leg. Then bend as much as comfortable. Lean forward, step forward to chair. Switch legs, left leg in front. Right leg goes back, same thing on this leg. We're gonna bend the right leg, drop the right heel back to get a little bit lower of a calf stretch. Then straighten the right knee. And bend, and straighten. One more time, bend, and straighten. Then lean forward and step forward, back to the chair. Straighten the legs, hands come on your hips, and come into a forward fold to get the hamstrings. Relax the neck, the head, and release the shoulders. Gently bend the knees, come on up. To a deep inhale, bring your hands back to your back and have a slight back bend. Then inhale, coming back to a forward fold, all the way down. Relax your neck and your head. Then bend your knees, come back up. Next, we're going to focus on our quads. So if you need to hold on to something, go for it. We're going to go ahead and shift our weight, I'm mirroring you this time, into our right leg. Grab that left foot if you can. If you feel like you can't balance like this or even grab your foot, you can use a strap, or you can place your heel against a wall and hold it. And little by little, you'll be able to creep that leg up, but it's very important to keep the knee facing down. So right now we're focused on the quad. Yes, this is dancer pose, but we're not trying to kick into it. That's not the point. We're trying to keep that foot, that knee down and the foot in to really get a good quad stretch here. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Good. And gently release. Next, switching to your other leg, let's go ahead and bring the knee facing down and pull in nice and gentle. Shoulders back, navel in and up. You can even play around by throwing your hips forward or gently keeping your heel towards your bottom and just gently lifting the knee up and back. You'll feel a difference, maybe. Holding it here. Deep inhale and exhale. So now we got the feet, the calves, the quads. Let's go ahead and get the hips a little bit. We're still in a balancing mode. So if you need to hold on to something, go ahead and hold on. Next, we're going to take the left leg up, keep the right leg down, flex the foot to help the knee, and sit down into a figure four. So now we're working on the hips right here, opening them up, sinking down, down, down as far as comfortable. Deep breaths in and out. Very good, a little bit further if you can. And again, there's no shame in holding on to something. And you might notice a difference on both legs that we're gonna get into. A little bit further, weight is in that bottom heel, and stand up. Shake it out, and let's switch. Weight goes into that left heel, bottom back, chest up, lift up. Gently take your time making a figure four with that right leg, crossing it over, sitting it back, shoulders back, navel in and up, and take a deep inhale and exhale. And remember to keep a flex on this foot, and you can even just gently push down if you want to open it up. Do you notice a difference on one side than the other? Deep breaths. Good, relax the shoulders, holding here. If this is hard to balance, try not looking at me for a moment. Try looking at the ground about 2 to 3 feet in front of you. It's called a drishti, and it just kind of helps you focus. Deep breath. Very good. Inhale, lift on up, and let's shake out those legs. Next, let's go ahead and get the lower back. So go ahead and come towards the front of the mat again if you're not there. Bend down, bend your knees this time, and we're just gonna gently come on down to a forward fold. Wrap your hands behind your calves if you can and drop down. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale a little bit further. Then we're gonna go ahead and place your hands down to the ground. Walk your feet back into a plank. Drop the knees, shoulders back, navel in and up. Untuck the toes, and we're gonna get a nice little chest stretch. Well, not chest, sorry. Belly stretch right here. And you can place your elbows down to Sphinx pose, or if you can take it a little bit more, especially if you don't have any lower back issues, shoulders back and lift up. If you would like, you can bend your knees and try to touch your toes all the way. But don't try to do something that doesn't feel right for you. It takes time and practice. So applaud yourself for doing what you're doing here right now. And then we're gonna gently come on down, hands come down, and find your hips over your calves just like you were before. And we're gonna get a side stretch. So walk your fingertips away from you in this child's pose. Walk them over to the left, and take a deep inhale to that right side. And exhale. Then walk your hands on over the other direction, and take a deep inhale to the left side. And exhale out. Then walk your hands over to the center. Come on up to tabletop. And let's go ahead and focus on the shoulders. So you're going to keep the right hand down. The left arm's going to come up to the sky. Bend the elbow a little bit to get a nice little chest stretch. And we're going to thread the needle. So place this hand down in between your right hand and your right arm. It's very important that you place as much of the upper arm down as possible to get that nice shoulder stretch down and you pull away from it. From here, If you feel comfortable with that neck, you can place your right arm behind you. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Then place this right arm down where your eyes meet. Come on up. And let's go ahead and do the other side. Next, right arm comes up, bend the elbow, open, open, open. Then thread the needle through, dropping that right shoulder down and pulling back. Left arm can come up and back if you desire. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Make sure that your neck feels comfortable here and release. Then from here, we're going to go to place the hand down, walk the hands up, and take a nice seat. So we got all the way from the base of our feet, coming up. Next, feel free to find a nice crisscross position right here. Hands come behind the head, pull back the elbows, chin up, chest up to get a chest stretch, opening you up here, deep inhale. And then exhale, we're going to drop the chin to our chest and really bring the elbows together and round forward for a nice back of the neck to a lower spine stretch. For the lower spine stretch, if you'd like to come to a forward fold, you can. Then go ahead and come on up. And lift up nice and tall. Drop your chin to your chest. Roll each ear to each shoulder. Holding it here. Back and forth, stopping in any place that feels really good to you. Then inhale, lift up nice and tall. Go ahead and look over that left shoulder. And then switch over the right shoulder. And then roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And go ahead and bring your legs together. We're going to come on down to the ground. As you have finished warming up everything from the base of your feet to the crown of your head, feel free to massage your ears, your shoulders, the top of your head, your back, whatever feels good. It's just giving little hugs, working some tactile sensation going, helps with the nervous system and the lymphatic system, all around. And then when you feel comfortable, hands come up, shoulders go back. If you have lower back issues, feel free to keep a bend in the knees with legs go wide and drop the knees in. Or you can find another restorative pose. But go ahead and close your eyes, relax your jaw, and just notice your breath. Try to relax your feet, your ankles, your quads, your hips, your belly, back, chest, upper arms, lower arms, fingertips, back of your throat, your jaw, your eyeballs, and the crown of your head. And take a moment just to feel safe, secure, and grounded. Notice that your body is fully stretched and warm. And for the next few moments, feel free to just let go of anything that's no longer serving you. And go ahead and start to wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, take the deepest breath that feels comfortable for you. And then bring the arms up over the head and stretch your fingertips away from your toes. Reach, reach, reach. Then if you'd like to, you can curl over to the right side, or you can come straight up, nice and slow, to a seated position. Shoulders back, navel in and up whenever you get there, and hands to your heart if you desire. Close your eyes and take a moment to feel your whole body from the base of your feet to the crown of your head, and be thankful for everything that it just did for you. The light within me honors and cherishes the light within you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me.